Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Celine if you haven't been here before. Mondays I like to talk about being a mom. So it has been a little bit of time since I have made a video for my Mommy Mondays, and that's because I've been very busy being a mom. Today is all about how hard it is to be a mom. Trust me, it's hard. I think that people don't really like to talk about it so much. It can be a very negative look on you. This thing about having kids and what everyone thinks of it, it's like it's supposed to be this perfect, beautiful family or whatever. It's just not picture perfect. Look at the shirt I'm wearing right now. I thought about changing it, but I was like, you know what? See what it's really like. That's puke on my shirt. Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. It was puke on their shirt. Today, I'm here to talk to you about how hard it is and that it's okay to feel the way you're feeling, because it's absolutely normal. I've been doing a survey and talking to a lot of moms and doing my research online. My conclusion is it's very natural to have these feelings. First of all, no one tells you how hard it is to be a parent. Especially a mom, and I'm totally not trying to take away from dads at all. Dads work just as hard. But with a mom, especially the first year of their life, that child is like attached to you. There is no escape. Like that child is totally dependent on you 24/7. The second thing is admitting to these ugly moments that happen with being a mom. It's a hard thing to admit or to want to even say to anyone. It makes you look like a bad parent. You get judged. You already have mom guilt. You're already pretty hard on yourself. I know I get really hard on myself. I'm like, I could be doing this better. I could be doing things differently. My mood is so bad. I just don't like who I am. Am I being a good enough mom? Will my child resent me for the mistakes I have made? Number 3, the truth is, it's hard. It's okay to not be perfect. You're doing your best. I'm doing my best. Trust me. At least I think I'm doing my best. It's very normal to get frustrated. By frustrated, I'm talking like just getting angry or depressed and just so irritated with the situation when the kid keeps crying and crying. Everything's about them. It's not about you anymore. And yes, that's selfish, but I mean, beings are kind of selfish, right? Especially when you go from this life of living on your own, doing whatever you want, when you want, spending the money the way you want to spend that money. And now you wake up 6, 7 in the morning, you change his diaper, you feed him. He's probably crying, you gotta chill him out. It's so nice to have the nice moments with them. Obviously, of course I love my child. I love that little boy to death. And I'm sure you love your child if you have kids out there. It really does age you. And I'm only like 8 months deep in right now. Number 4, you're not alone. I definitely like to talk to people everywhere I go. If you know me, when I see moms, I always love to just talk to them and like hear their stories. For instance, I met a woman on the bus the other day and she had 2 babies with her. And I asked her how it was going. First she was kind of like, oh, it's great, like being a mom, blah, 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 I love my kids. Very true. I do believe her. And then I opened up to her and told her how hard it's been for me, my bad days, what they're like. And then she just opened up. I couldn't believe it. She just told me how depressed she was in life. Nothing she does is for herself. That all she does is she's home raising the kids. We are human beings, and a little personal growth, it feels good, whether it is having a job, building your social skills, having a hobby for yourself. For instance, like I used to have music, and yes, I pick up the guitar here and there, but it's totally different. Like I have to stop, the baby cries, and you're just like, I give up on my stuff. I give up because every time I do it, there's a cry, and it's just so frustrating. Number 5, feels like there is no escape. It's forever. And something we have to remember, and I have a hard time with this too sometimes. One friend in particular will remind me that this is not forever. You have to remember that the kid's gonna grow up and become more independent. They're gonna start to learn how to feed themselves. Hopefully by a decent age, they'll learn how to shit on their own without me having to like wipe But right now, it's hard. It just feels like it's never gonna end. The waking up, the sleepless nights, the diaper changes, the feedings. If your kid gets sick, like mine got sick and got pneumonia, the medications every 8 hours, there's 2 puffers, antibiotics, this thing to calm his tummy. And All the meanwhile I'm doing all this stuff, I'm not taking care of myself sometimes. That's really bad because it also affects your mood. Not sleeping right, not eating right. Sometimes those things are out of your control. I just don't have time to do it, let alone have time to shower sometimes. I mean, that's why my hair is like I got sick of it. My kid kept throwing up in my hair. He kept ripping at it. I think I had a mental breakdown the day I went and cut my hair. It was a bad day. And not all days are bad, but the bad ones feel really, really bad. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I really love this. It's great. I haven't gotten puke in it yet. Number 6, life is not about you. I used to just do whatever I wanted. If I needed to decompress, I would hide in my room. I can't even do my makeup the way I want. If I wanted to sleep in, I sleep in. If I wanted to be social, I'd go be social. It's just not about you. It's just very frustrating that you can't just do something and just not be interrupted. It's very hard to do things for yourself, especially raising a kid by yourself. Well, I haven't really done an update on what's going on with the baby daddy, but he has been around. I do let him come on weekends to get better at being a father. We are talking about working on things, which is also stressful. It's very complicated. I think I'm going to do a video on getting back with the father of your child. Number 7, being sleep deprived. Oh my God, I really miss sleep. The thing is, because you don't really get much time to do things for yourself when the baby does finally sleep, then sometimes oh, I just want to go play my guitar a little. I should probably sleep. Sometimes I do. I can't help it. You just knock out. I miss all the sleep I should be getting because I want to fill those moments for me. Sleep deprivation can make you a real goddamn. I'm so aware of it. My friend keeps telling me, stop calling yourself a. No, but I'm. Don't mess with me. I'm so snappy with people. I really hate it. I hate it. I don't like who I'm becoming in that sense. Sleep deprivation just makes you more irritable. Very, very irritable to everything. Sometimes I skip a meal because I just don't have time, or I tell myself I don't have time. I get depressed and I just sit there with my baby and comfort him. I'm totally forgetting to take care of myself. That's really bad. And I'm really sorry for the moms that does happen because you need a support system. It's just too hard to do it all by yourself. If it wasn't for my mother, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I would have done something really crazy by now if she didn't check on me, if she didn't help me, if she didn't take the baby from me, 10 minutes at a time sometimes, just to give me that minute to think straight. It's hard to think straight when you're hungry, you're so tired, you've got a screaming baby. I feel like nothing sometimes. I feel very, very little of myself. Number 8, 24/7. This life depends on you, and that is hard. Guys, don't get me wrong, there's very fun moments, okay? Just because a mom complains, I love my kids so much. It's okay to feel this way. Please remember that. It's normal. I've talked to so many moms, and this is totally normal. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm doing the best I can. I am not perfect. Number 9, I feel like I'm missing out on my social life. It's not to say I don't see my friends because they're wonderful, accommodating. A big thing is I do not drive yet. I'm going for my license next month. I need that freedom. When my friends do come over or go to dinner with the baby or I go for a weekend at a friend's, it's hard to concentrate. My child's very fussy. When you grow up and you see this video, no, it's fine. It is hard to concentrate. You just want to focus on your friends, feeding him. Instead you're fidgeting with the baby, rocking him around. Before, I could just go have a glass of wine with my girlfriend and just talk and listen to all her problems. Now it's gotten to a point I'm forgetting to go to birthday parties that I'm supposed to go to a dress fitting with a friend, and they're so nice about it. I really kick myself for it because it makes me feel like a bad friend. I'm missing out on things, and I know it won't always be like that. Number 10, when the baby doesn't stop crying, it makes me feel like a crazy person. Sometimes it's just days of crying and whining. And he was sick, and it's so not the baby's fault. He's sick and teething. You really try to put yourself in that position. Oh my God, teeth coming through. So painful. My kid had pneumonia. Does he have a headache? He's sweating like crazy. I don't know what he's feeling, but he's upset. He looked exhausted. I was exhausted. To be honest, man, I've had some moments. I have been so angry. I got to the point where I was very upset with myself. Who are you? Honestly, I really didn't like who I was becoming. So I started doing research on this. Do moms feel this way? I'm sure not all moms get to the point where they're hitting things, but if you are going to do this, if you're going to hit something, Get a pillow. Don't like hurt yourself. That's just silly. One article I read was a woman admitting that her and her husband would get so frustrated raising the baby that they ended up buying an actual like punching bag with like the actual human head and like the body. I don't know if you've ever seen those. They would just beat the crap out of that thing. That's a great idea. So if anyone just like wants to send me the punching bag with the half-naked man on it, I would be very grateful. You have to get the frustration out. I hope I'm not like scaring anyone. This is just the truth. Parenting is hard. It's not about you. I've probably changed like a million diapers. There's a child screaming in your ear constantly. I have been pooped on. My son has puked on me. He has puked on my bed, on my bed, and he'll just cry and cry and he needs attention. It just drives me up the goddamn wall some days. But trust me, you have to get the frustration out and you don't want to hurt the baby. Anyone without a kid won't really understand what I'm saying. You go have a kid and you tell me how you feel. Anyways, I hope I didn't scare anyone off with this video. I just definitely wanted moms to know that it's totally normal to have this feeling of like, I could run away. That sad moment of being like, I don't want to be a mom anymore. That's a bad one on the very, very, very bad days. Honestly, when I see moms out in the world, my heart really goes out to them. And I guess it's like anything in life, right? You don't really understand until you experience it yourself. Give your mom love, okay? She changed your butt like a million times. Would any other woman in the world do that for you? If she did, that'd be weird. I love my son with all my heart. A mother's love is indescribable. You just love them so much. It's incredible, actually. And I think that's why it's a very heartbreaking thing to say things like, I don't want to be a mom anymore. It's just too hard because you don't really mean it. I would never run away. I do fantasize about it on bad days. I would never want to hit my kid. Never, no matter how angry I get. But the frustration gets there. Anything, right? If you're emotional, you are not rational. You are out of control. That's a bad feeling. Just reacting. My heart goes out to all the moms, especially single moms. Thank you guys for tuning in today to check out this video on being a mom is hard. If you liked the video, please like it, comment what you thought, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Ta-ta, bitches.